Now we will listen to a video statement from the Toro Law Center, the Institute on Human Rights and the Holocaust.
As the director of the Holocaust and Human Rights Institute, I recognize anti-Semitism, including the scheme to deny and conceal it. Adolf Hitler's advice, tell big lies. And so, Francesca Albanese claims for Israeli society, torture and cruelty is normal. That's anti-Semitism. Albanese claims Jewish religious authorities bless torturers and rapists. That's anti-Semitism. Albanese claims Jewish medical professionals engage in torture. That's anti-Semitism. Albanese claims malevolent Jews commit torture and genocide against Palestinians, extending across time and space. That's anti-Semitism. Nazi chief propagandist Joseph Goebbels likewise branded Jewish society as evil, Jewish rabbis as bloodthirsty, Jewish doctors as monsters, before he and his associates slaughtered 6 million of them. In our time and space, Albanese targets the totality of the Jewish people, incites the obliteration of Jewish self-determination, and promotes violence against Jews across the generations. And yet, she is blessed by the United Nations and this Council, by each of you on the podium who make her UN statements and presence today possible, who pass off derogatory, insulting, and inflammatory remarks directed at Jews as tolerance, decorum, and respect, another big and anti-Semitic lie.
No interrumpido.
I would like to interrupt that statement because this is a space for freedom of expressions, and the special rapporteurs could be criticized for their work, but they could not be subject for personal criticism. So I'd like to urge everyone here to use language in line with the dignity that underpins our discussion on human rights, and I must guarantee that this debate is carried out on the basis of respect, and I believe that video depassed certain limits related to the freedom of expression.
Let me take off my chest what I have to say to the apartheid defenders abusing the freedom of speech. I have only one comment. Stop weaponizing the memory of the Holocaust. Stop making it about religion. I do not care about what religion Israel claims. Israël a créé cette campagne exterminatoire parmi les États qui sont en train de donner le plus d'aide à Israël, avec le passé que l'Italie a et le rôle qu'il a joué dans le génocide des Juifs le siècle passé avec l'Allemagne. C'est vraiment triste et ça déprime de voir ce que l'Italie et l'Allemagne sont en train de faire. Ils n'ont rien appris.
The televised Holocaust of the Palestinian people.
The policy of extermination.
Israel, you are becoming what your ancestors were fighting against in Europe 80 years ago.
Israel has effectively been given a license to torture Palestinians.
Israel uses torture systematically in an intentional, sadistic way.
Israel's ongoing genocidal project against the Palestinian people.
Campaigns for mass murders have become a structural characteristic of the continuing Israeli genocide and apartheid. The barbaric crimes that even are against children, the elderly, persons with disabilities.
Israel has institutionalized a systematic regime of torture with a genocidal intent.
Cruelty and sadism that defy any sense of humanity. That senior Israeli officials openly describe torture as a holy job.
A system built on supremacy, racism, and profit overriding humanity. From the earliest years of the State of Israel, depriving Palestinians of all their rights and freedoms has been a central instrument of Israel's domination.
Torture that is used against our people since 1948.
The systematic use of torture against Palestinians has for over 7 decades been described as a defining feature of the occupying power's presence.
For around 8 decades, the illegal occupation regime has engaged in widespread and systematic coercion to suppress the Palestinian people.
Israel's genocidal settler colonial apartheid regime. In line with Israel's Zionist agenda, the Palestinian people are being erased in real time.